Hey guys, welcome back to Lost in the Sauce with Casey. Today we're making one of my favorites, chicken Lombardy. This one is a must try. Start by grabbing yourself a wide bowl, pop in some all-purpose flour, then we're gonna season it with black pepper and oregano. Make sure you do use a good amount of both. Next, you're going to use a fork to fully combine those seasonings with that flour, and at the same time, you're kind of sifting it as well to get rid of those large lumps and bumps. Now, in a cast iron skillet or another oven-safe skillet, you're gonna add some olive oil and 1 big spoonful of minced garlic. Cook that on medium until it's nice and fragrant and your garlic is a nice golden brown color. When it is, pop in a 1/4 stick of butter and let that melt all the way through. Then we're gonna take some thin chicken breasts. Now I did massage these before I started dredging them in flour just to give you a little bit of an idea of how I prep my chicken. Toss those on in. They're gonna need about 5 minutes on each side. In another pan, you're gonna put some olive oil, some butter, and some garlic in. Start to cook that up, and we're gonna be sauteing some mushrooms on the side. When your chicken's done, take it out and let it rest. Then I like to use this Marsala wine, but any sweet Marsala will work. Just pour that right over top and let that marinate while we cook our broth. To cook our broth, we're gonna pour in a 1/2 container of low sodium chicken broth and scrape all of those nice little flavorful pieces up from the bottom. Pour in some sugar and a little bit of flour. I do not measure for this. I kind of just eyeball it, and then you're gonna whisk that all together. Keep it on high because we want to start to bring that to a boil. I do season with a little bit of salt and pepper. I do not use too much here, and I just keep on boiling it until we get that nice rapid fizzle. Then we're gonna turn it down, mix it up. When you get that nice gravy-like texture, just like this, you know that it's finished and you can add your chicken right back on in there. Pop your chicken in, and then what we're gonna do is add some of that Marsala marinade, if we wanna call it that, to that chicken. I just take some spoonfuls and add it right on top, pop a little bit in the broth, just to give it that extra flavor. I'm telling you, this wine is one of my favorite cooking wines. Then we're gonna take those finished sauteed mushrooms and garnish those all over top. Don't worry if they get in the broth, it just gives it extra flavor. Next, let's take some shredded mozzarella and Parmesan, and we're gonna add that to the dish. A little bit of Parmesan will go in first. Don't use too much because it is a very strong flavor. Then we're gonna use quite a bit of mozzarella, almost that whole bag, in fact, and we're gonna cover this dish completely on top. To finish it off, add some parsley and green onion, stick it in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes or until the cheese is melted and starts to brown just like this. You'll notice that your sauce will thicken up a little bit as well. I do make some thin spaghetti and add some Parmesan and butter, oil, garlic mixture that I kind of cook up into that as well, just for extra flavor, and serve it with some of the dippy bread. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this one. And don't forget to subscribe to Lost in the Sauce with Casey for more recipes just like this one.